As dust settles on the Sword Coast, traffic between Waterdeep and Daggerford slows. Farmers, merchants, and travelers turn in for the night. A few miles outside of Daggerford rests an isolated yet welcoming inn. The main hall of the inn acts as a bar and restaurant. Favored among locals for its soft bed and fair barmaiden, the Lusty Leech stands as a beacon of rest for those who have the coin. Recently, the Lusty Leech has been busier than usual, attracting strange guests from all around Faerun. The inn has become a gathering place for those answering a call for help. On this evening, the Leech's hearth burns warm in the far right corner. The main hall is warm and spacious, albeit empty at this time. The inn is filled with an orange cascade of light as the sun fades.
All right. Oh boy, here we go. Oh my! I'm already pitting out. I'm already sweating.
All right. This evening, several new strangers will come to the Leech, seeking money, answers, or perhaps even a purpose. A bell jingles as the evening's first customer makes his way through the front door. Austin, I'm going to tap on you to introduce us to your character. Let me get your token pulled up, okay? Okay, cool.
Scott, there's 3 tokens in the top right of the screen.
You see?
Of me, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a whole army.
This is a whole ass backstory.
I've brought all my brothers and sisters with me, and they look exactly like me. This hulking firebolt, he's about 7 foot tall. He's got his hood up, comes in, and he walks over. I look around the room. Do I see any potted plants or anything?
Let's say there's one over here in the far left corner, sure.
Okay, and so I look around and kind of hesitant about my surroundings. I look around and I quickly head over to the potted plant and pick it up, examining it. How much water is in here?
It's well kept, so it's been watered in the last week. How's that?
Okay, well, all right, so my character, he goes over, he picks it up, he looks at it, and he starts picking at the flowers, and they start kind of blossoming a little bit more, and he's going to carry it over to the bar here. Excuse me, water? And he holds out the plant.
Hey, your friend, I barely heard you come in.
Hi. Water? And I
God.
push it like farther towards her.
Water? This is a bar, but yeah, okay, we'll get you some water. Here. And he pours a glass of water for the fellow, and he puts it on the table.
And he like looks at the glass of water, looks back at the plant, and has to sit there and think for a half a second. And he places the pot of plant down, grabs a cup of water, pours it on the plants, and just picks the jug back up and looks back at the innkeeper. Chuck?
Yeah, my name's Chuck. How did you know that?
And then I hold out a flyer that I found. Help wanted? Leech in?
Oh, yeah. Oh, man. It's been a long day. Yeah, no, I'm Chuck, and yeah, you're here for the help wanted sign. Thanks so much. Hey, can I get you anything to drink or eat?
I lift up the jug and drink the water out of it. And that he doesn't say anything, just smiles back at you.
Oh, okay. Well, you're an interesting fellow. Well, hey, I'm sure some more people will be coming in tonight. You see, we gather folks here usually once a week. If you just want to go have a seat, I'm sure some more people will be showing up.
He smiles, shakes his head, takes another swig of the water from the jug, and sits back down over in the corner and sets the potted plant on the table with him. And he continues pruning the flowers on it.
Just like that, a ring at the door comes through and another individual steps forth.
My character comes in to the bar, and he kind of looks like he's never been out. He resided before, and he kind of looks a little nervous. And he's got white, kind of spiky hair. He's wearing a trench coat. He's got huge horns coming out each side of his head. He's kind of got some scruffy beard going on. He's got like his eyes are kind of like painted red colored. and he walks in and walks over to the bar, kind of like quickly in a quick haste. And he goes up to the bar and he says, "Barkeep, I get a drink, please."
Hey, welcome, fellow. Yeah. Let's see. We have Leech's Piss here, for 1 gold.
What's your strongest drink?
That's gonna be the Leech's Semen, 2 gold.
That sounds enticing. Let me get that, and I presume that you're Chuck.
Yes, I am Chuck. Yeah.
I just arrived here and for a help wanted poster.
Oh, great. Hey, you're the second patron tonight. That fellow over there in the corner that's really strangely looking at that plant. He's the first, so yeah, you may want to go have a seat with him. We'll have a little get-together here. I'll explain everything that's going on that I know as far as this gathering, but essentially people gather here at night, and you guys prepare for the expedition going on the next day. So yeah, here's your Leech's Semen.
Appreciate it. He walks up to this stranger that he's never met before and sits next to him and asks, "What brings you here, friend?"
My character looks up and from his plotted plan, he's kind of like shy, not sure how to answer, and he just holds out the help wanted poster and just puts it on the table. It said, "To meet Chuck."
See, so I guess we're here for the same reason then. Okay, we're not a very talkative one, are you?
Meh. And then he goes back to tending to the plant, and he takes another swig out of the water that was put into the pot.
Say, friend, you got a name?
Leaf, you?
Thief. That's quite a name, friend. Name's Creed.
Creed. And then he gives you a warm smile and puts some nuts and dried fruit out onto the table for you.
I appreciate it, friend. I got my drink here, though.
About that time, some other folks start making their way in. Clearly not here to go on any such adventures. Just regulars, bar folks. They greet Chuck by name. They go to their regular seats, and the police starts to liven up just a little bit. At that time, a ding at the door happens, and in walks a hooded fellow, and he stands there at the door, menacingly.
There we go.
Guarding.
So a hooded man that you can't really see his face very well just walks in the room. He's kind of got a built stature. He's rather tall. He's got kind of looks like some kind of like wolf skin draped over his shoulder. He's got like a long sword strapped to like his hilt. He just kind of scans the room and just walks over to the bar. Chuck, it's good to see you again. How are you faring?
Hey, how's it going there? It's been a crazy day. I mean, just look over in that corner, Roach. But hey, Val will take care of him, won't she? Anyways, the usual?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll get it right out to you. Did you want some soup too?
Not tonight, my friend. I'm here for the notice that you put up in town.
Yeah, you saw that. Some big things going on. Hey, that group over there in that corner is gathering here for that same reason. And we'll talk about it here in a little bit if you guys are interested. I'll give you some more details.
Call me when you're ready. And he takes the drink. I assume Chuck pours for him and walks in the corner in the room. Sits by himself.
At that time, you see, well, anyone watching and paying attention would see a fair barmaid kind of walk out into the bar.
Oh, damn it.
And she's just going to make her rounds here. And then a door rings. Once again, it's a busy night.
So, you all hear the door open and close with the ring of the bell behind this person, and a slightly taller than average human male walks through the door with long black hair and a quarterstaff next to him. And I start to survey the room. No look on my face, just blank stare at everybody. And I notice the barkeep and I ask him if the flyer that I found outside as I present it to you, if you're the person I need to speak to.
Yeah, I'm Chuck. Good evening, fellow. Hey, would you like any food or drink while you step in out of the cold?
I'll take a big old glass of piss, please.
Hey, you saw the sign. Yeah, we got leeches
I
piss
did.
here. Go ahead, man. Here you go. That'll be 1 gold.
Alrighty, so I grab the piss and I give him the gold, and then I start to survey the room again, and then I see where Roach is sitting, and I'm obviously upset because that's where I would want to sit by myself in the corner. So I start to look around and move over to this chair facing the fireplace with my back to everybody, and sit quietly sipping my piss.
He kind of peeps over at Leaf over here and says to Leaf, "Seems we don't have very friendly guys over there. I wonder if they're here for the sign, friend."
Leaf whispers back, "Bunch of hard asses, huh?"
Seems so, my friend.
And at about that time, B over here, she's making her rounds. She's, checking everybody out. She's gonna come over here to the table with the 2 gentlemen sitting, and she's gonna say, "Hey, you 2 are here for the flyer, right? The help wanted sign?"
think
I
we
hand-
are, yeah.
I put it into her face. Yes.
Oh, well, please don't touch me. Cool. Thanks. And you, friend?
Yeah, traveled quite a ways to get here. I'd like to know more.
Yeah, great. Well, we're gonna gather everybody as soon as possible. So just bear with us for one more moment. Can I get you guys anything to drink, or perhaps some leech stew?
I think I'm alright with just this one.
Oh, okay.
Leeches? You're eating leeches?
It's not.
He gets offended.
Sir, it's not actually leech stew. It's actually just lentil soup. But we just call it that. Do you not want any?
He takes a bite of, throws a handful of essentially trail mixed nuts and dried fruit and throws it into his mouth. No, thank you.
So she just walks away. she's tired of her job. All right. So she's gonna make her way over here to the corner where she sees her regular Roach. Hey, Roach, do you want any stew? That's weird.
They don't seem to be from here, yes?
No, they're also here for the help wanted sign. I'll tell you what. Chuck over there, he's trying to get everybody gathered. Mind getting over there in that corner and we'll make an announcement about it?
He just gives her like a long stare, and then just like drinks the rest of his drink, and then he's like, "As long as you give me one more drink, dear." Hands her the cup and walks over.
Sure, I'll bring it over to your table. So she's gonna head on up towards the fireplace here, the coziest spot in the bar, as we have Cal over here taking a rest. Sir?
Yeah.
I noticed you already have a drink. Would you mind gathering over there in that corner? Chuck, the barkeep, he'd like to make an announcement about the help wanted sign.
Without saying anything, but just with a deep sigh, he just stands up, finishes his piss, holds out the glass, and then after the barmaid takes it, I just walk so slowly over between the tables until I finally make my way. And I still stand in the corner.
Okay. So he's gonna make her way back to the bar and she's gonna grab Roach's drink. Chuck is gonna get word that, and obviously notice everyone's in the corner now. So he's gonna make his way out around the bar. Hey friends, I appreciate you guys' patience. I know you guys have all probably traveled quite a ways, except for our friend Roach here. But yeah, I appreciate you guys answering the call for the help wanted sign. You see, some guides are going to come through here in a little bit. They usually come in at night and prepare for the expedition the next day. They're going to be able to give you the lowdown on what this is all about, but we're here if you guys want food or drink, or even some lodging for the night. You guys can stay here in preparation for the morning. They've covered all the fees for all of that, so any other drinks that you guys are wanting are on the house as long as you're willing to stay for the work.
Guides, other people have come here for this?
Yeah. This is apparently an expedition for a journey a little ways away. They gather groups here, usually every other couple days, and then they travel off. And we're just here as kind of a setup spot. They're paying us a lot, so.
Hey, Chuck, Can you tell me this? Does anybody ever return?
You know, we haven't had anybody come back yet, because I guess they're still fighting the good fight. You see, everyone that's arrived has been tough-looking lads and lasses. Some are even professional fighters. Some do look like common folk, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's kind of a rough job.
And Creed then kind of lowers his head and whispers to himself, like, what did I get myself into?
Okay, well, that's all the news I have. Like I said, they'll be in here in a few minutes. I'm sure they usually get back around this time of day. So if you guys need anything, like I said, it's on the house, as long as you guys are willing to stick around for the job.
Another piss, please.
Coming right up. Hey, V. And V's gonna come around with a couple of pisses for everybody.
You
chose
named it,
this.
man.
You did
You
this to
named
yourself.
it.
Love it.
Leaf chimes in, and he holds out the potted plant again. Do you have a larger pot for this?
Please put
If you,
please put the planted pot down, please. What the? That's ours.
but it needs to grow. It needs more room to grow.
She walks off.
He doesn't fully understand, and he just looks back down at this potted plant and sets it back on the table.
You guys are going to, you know, gather around here for a little bit. If you guys want to chat with each other, you can. You tell me now if that's what you guys are going to do. Otherwise, you guys are going to sit there all moody.
Leaf will look up over at the man standing across from him. Wolf Pelt, you murdered the wolf?
Yes, he attacked some sheep in town here. One of the hers asked for my assistance in hunting him down. Do not fret. You seem like the type that worry about this. The meat was all of the meat was used. Every part of the wolf. None of it went to waste.
At that time, you hear another jingle at the bell, 5 in fact, as a group of fellows walk through, and they head towards their regular spot over near the fireplace.
Oh, I know those quintuplets.
After they walk in, obviously everyone's a little on edge because this is a whole group of people coming through the door. After they're just chilling in the corner for a little bit, you see V walk on over, and she has already prepped a whole tray of nice leech semen for all 5 of them. She hands it to them, they all oblige, and they all down it. Gulp. They clearly look tired, damn near exhausted. Eventually, you know, the chatting goes on throughout the tavern, things are kind of picking up. All of a sudden, the handsome-looking fellow of the bunch, because they all look the same, makes his way over to you guys. He presents himself. Hey, I'm Joe. How you guys doing? You guys here for the help wanted?
I presume so.
Leaf
Yes.
holds out the poster again. Yes. Chuck?
No, that's Chuck. What? You guys haven't met Chuck?
Yes, we've met Chuck.
Alright.
Chuck's supposed to show us where to go.
Well, Chuck is actually our hello guy. You know, we're setting up an operation to get everybody moved out. This place we're going to is a little ways away, you see. Anyways, and you see as he's talking, he's got a fresh-looking scratch just above his left eye. Skinny-looking bunch, aren't you? Alright, well, I'll tell you what. We just got back for the night. We get some rest. We'll pack out and head out in the morning. So feel free to grab a bed. It's on us for the night. We can talk details during the trip. And so, what do you guys say? We'll meet you in the morning out front? Probably
First
right as
thing
the sun
first.
comes up.
Tell me how
first...
I'm gonna be paid.
Our leader, he likes to pay pretty handsomely for everything going on. He just needs to get bodies out there, get people out there to help. There's a land, it's about an hour away, little nation. It's having some real issues.
Can you tell us where this place is?
Oh yeah, Barovia? A little bit north of Waterdeep if you keep following the road. Take a right, it's in the forest a couple ways.
That's quite a ways from where I'm from. I've
Yeah.
already traveled so far.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Barovia.
Yep,
So
Barovia.
You don't have the payment for us then. It's your Your leader, yes, that will be paying us.
Correct, yeah. As soon as we roll out, he starts to pay half. Pays half up front, and once we get there and you guys sign and are committed, he pays the other half.
That's acceptable. Takes like another swing.
Cool, cool. Well, I'll be... Oh,
I
go
guess I
ahead.
don't have a choice, do I?
Well, no, you guys all have a choice. If you guys don't want to go, don't show up tomorrow morning. Pretty simple.
Leaf kind of looks around confused at everybody, and then he asks, "When do we save the forest?"
What's with this guy? Look, we've been moving back and forth for weeks. Me and my mates, we're just tired and hungry, okay? Go chat up the bar wench if you want to have a few conversation about some forest, okay? Okay,
He looks confused, and then he like kind of blends in with the background and just almost, as if you're not paying attention, he almost disappears.
Well, Friendly Face Joe is just gonna ignore that. He's gonna say, hey, if there's anyone that wants to back out, like I said, don't be on our tab for the night. We'll call it even. We'll chat tomorrow morning out front, bright and early when the sun comes up. Everyone cool with that?
Sounds good, friend.
Right, excellent. Is everyone going to be getting an inn here tonight, or should we expect you guys to be coming from someplace else?
I'll be staying here.
Awesome.
I stay somewhere else in town, but I'll be here in the
Be here in the morning. All right.
I also will be here.
Excellent.
I'll be back, and Leaf gets up and walks out the door with potted plant in hand.
I knew it.
You guys are welcome to sit here and chat for a little while. This is DM talking. Friendly Face Joe's going to head back to his group. What are you guys going to do?
Leaf is gonna go, and he's gonna go outside here, and the first thing he's gonna do is he's gonna take the plant out of this pot and plant it in front of the bar here, and then he's just gonna toss the pot, just not even care about it, just throw it, get rid of it, and then he's gonna find some place to sleep outside under a tree.
He's sleeping outside under a tree. Is he sleeping in the local vicinity of the bar here?
Yeah, sure. Like,
Okay.
we'll say that he like goes out back and like
You can
Climb-
move your character, Austin.
yeah,
There you go.
cuddles up underneath this tree back here and gets ready to turn in for the night.
And Creed just kind of folds his arm. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a trinket and is like holding it like this and just kind of rubbing it and looking down. Doesn't really say anything.
And
Cal notices that the chair that he wanted is free, so he quickly walks over to the far chair in the bar and then just sits there and stares pensively.
at that time, we see the door open once again. A couple more fellows start to make their way in. And they head immediately over to the group of individuals sitting by the fireplace. And they kind of gather their ranks and they start to talk amongst themselves quietly. And you know, they're just relaxing. And if Austin's sleeping outside, you guys are welcome to go up to the barkeep Chuck and buy a room for the night if that's what you guys want to do.
I think
I thought that was
Roach,
provided.
Roach finishes his drink
That's right,
and
you're
then
right.
he says goodbye to Devil Horns here, to Chuck and his waitress, and then just leaves to go.
Yeah. When he does that, Creed just kind of lifts his hand up, like didn't look at him though. Just
Okay, so is anyone else going to turn in for the night?
Creed's just kind of gonna sit here for a bit.
Cal walks up to Chuck and presents the flyer again and says, "I've heard that there's free room and board. Can I please? And I would like a bed."
Yeah, you're more than welcome. As long as you're peeling out with them in the morning, we won't have any issues, friends. So you can have the first room on the right back there. Here's your key.
And Creed's gonna try to wave down the bartender.
He's gonna make her way over across the bar. Hi, how can I help you?
Can I get one of those leech pisses?
Yeah, coming right up. Do you want any leech stew?
No, just a drink.
All right. He's gonna come over here, get it at the bar. Right back at you.
Thanks.
Yep, it's on
And
the house.
Creed takes the drink and just sets it in front of him and leans back down and puts his arms up and just stares at the drink. Just pondering.
Al is in the room and nobody can see this, but I'm not laying down by any means. I'm just sitting there, staring pensively, still.
Okay. So is he getting ready for bed, or is he just gonna sit there for a long time?
I'm just going to sit here for a while. Maybe sleep will come tonight, maybe it won't.
Okay. With that, the bar room is it's still pretty full to the brim. People are getting their drinks served, they're eating, they're chilling out. The larger group of men seem to be just chatting away, and then they start to dwindle as the night goes on. So we have Creed sitting here in the bar as that happens, but you start to see men beginning to walk their way out. Does Creed do anything here?
Creed continues to sit there staring at that drink until he's the last one in the bar. So closing up time is the only time that he actually decides to get the room.
Chuck's gonna offer him the room key. He's gonna say, "You can have the second room on the right." Hey, with that, passage of time happens. It's gonna call it here for session 0.
I'm glad we already threw you for a loop.
Yeah,
Oh, can't even get out of session 1 without fucking everything up.
hilarious. I expected nothing less except for not this to happen. But right on.
Beautiful.